Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tasleem and today in this video we are going to learn some phrasal verbs that we can use in our daily conversation, right? So the first phrasal verb is to take after someone. To take after someone means to have a similar characteristic as someone older in your family, right? For example, you inherit this quality maybe from your mother, from your father, or from your grandparents, right? For example, most of my children take after my husband. It means most of my children looks like my husband, right? They are similar to my husband. So in case if you want to say that they have same personality, they have same characteristic, in that case we can use this phrasal verb to take after someone, right? So let me give you another example, right? So he takes after his mother with his dark brown hair, right? It means that he and his mother both have say dark brown hair. They both have same personality traits, right? Say they both have dark brown hair, and so they both have same characteristics. So in that case we can use this phrasal verb to take after someone. Okay, for example, she takes after her grandfather with her determination. Okay, it means that the girl and her grandfather, they both are determined, right? So in that case we will use this phrasal verb to take after someone, right? So it means that they both have same personality, they both have same characteristics, right? So we have used this phrasal verb to take after someone in that case. Okay, so the next phrasal verb that I have for you is to get on with. Okay, so when two people get on with each other, it means that they both are in good relationship with each other. Okay, so it means that they are in a good friendly relationship, right? So when you are in good terms with someone, then in that case you can use this phrase to get on with someone, right? So for example, when me and my brother were younger, we did not get on with each other. We used to fight a lot, we hated each other. But now as we grow older, we like each other, we get on with each other, right? So in this case we have used this phrasal verb get on with to show that we are in good relationship with someone. Okay, for example, I do not get on with my boss. We do not like each other, we hate each other. So it means that the person is not in good relationship with his boss, and the person is not in good terms with his boss, right? So this phrasal verb to get on with something, it also means to continue doing something, right? For example, stop talking and get on with your work. It means stop talking and continue doing your work, right? Let me give you another example, that he finished his cup of tea and got on with his work, right? So this phrasal verb get on with means to have a friendly relationship with someone, and to continue doing something, right? So the next phrase that I have for you is nerve wracking. So nerve wracking is an adjective. Nerve wracking experience is something that makes you extremely nervous and a little stressed. Okay. For example, job interviews can be extremely nerve wracking, right? So job interviews makes you extremely nervous and a little stressed, right? So examination can also be a good example of nerve wracking. Probably the most nerve wracking experience that I have had is of my first interview. So let me know below in the comment section what is the most nerve wracking experience you have had. I would love to see your comments. So the next phrase that I have for you is seize your moment. So you must have heard this phrasal verb in so many movies. Seize your moment is used to encourage people to live their life to its full potential. Okay. So in some other words, it means that to take full advantage of life's opportunities. Right? For example, I have tried to get the most out of my life by always seizing the moment. Right? And another example could be we will seize the moment to make a difference for the world. So if you have more examples of the phrasal verb seize your moment, then you can mention those examples or sentence in the comment section. I would love to read them. So the next phrasal verbs are to run low on something or out of something. Okay, so when you are going for shopping, then in that case you can use these phrasal verbs. For example, we are out of milk. Can you go and get some milk from the market? It means we do not have much milk. So out of something means that you do not have much quantity of that product, right? And if you are running low on something, for example, we are running low on sugar, so can you go and get some sugar from the market? So it means that you do not have enough sugar and you need to buy it. So in that case you can use these two phrasal verbs, or to run low on something or out of something, right? So we are out of something, or we are out of milk, or we are running low on milk or sugar. So it means that you do not have enough of all these things and you need to buy it. So when you are going for the shopping, then in that case you can use these phrasal verbs. I hope you like today's lesson, and if you like today's lesson, do not forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and do not forget to press the notification bell so that you do not miss any updates. Okay, and thank you so much for watching this video.